Fellas, this channel is about being honest and transparent. This video is primarily for my regulars. I'll get out of the wind here. Just wanted to give you a walk around the vehicle. I've been struggling with this vehicle, guys. If you're new to the channel, I run quite a few Cummins with an Ison. Maybe it's a comfort thing. Maybe it's just my luck with the Duramax. But, you know, it's a good truck. It's a good truck from power, comfort, for what it is for a 17. But lately it's been it's one thing, it's another, and now we're stuck with this. And seems pretty straightforward, right? You just drive the darn thing and it'll go away. But I've been on the highway for half an hour. I don't know, maybe I'm missing something. So let's stay focused. What's the big deal with this truck? Literally, as soon as I address one thing, it's another thing, it's another thing, it's another thing. You'd say, well, gee, if you just read that thing, you wouldn't have much of an issue with it, Paul. Just keep driving it. It's cleaning the exhaust. Yeah, it's been doing it for quite some time now. Prior to that, there was a bank 1 sensor issue. I can't remember what the guys did in the shop to get that addressed. Right now, I'm fighting a really weird situation. So I'm getting fumes, not all the time. Seems like when it actually tries to regen, I'm getting pretty strong fumes inside the cab when I'm at a standstill. I had my guys go through the seals, the gaskets and all that. Can't seem to find anything else. You know, the intercooler system, I mean, even looking at the intercooler system, looking at the exhaust system, the EGR system. We ended up changing a couple gaskets, well, quite a few gaskets, but 2 of them were a dead no-no, meaning that 2 of them were blown and leaking. At this point, I don't even know what to change. You know, there's no evidence of soot or anything. As long as you're driving it around, it's fine. But it trying to do its whatever cleaning right now. If I come to a standstill, it reeks. I was kind of curious if there's a detector, you know, so it can kind of guide me where the source of the smell is. Lately, I've become very sensitive to the smell, right, of raw diesel or whatever you want to call it, whatever is escaping the engine when a gasket's leaking, right, because it hasn't been through the DPFs and whatnot. So kind of, I don't have a high tolerance for it. It makes me sick and whatnot. So there's not a whole lot that I'm useful there. But at this point, that's where my frustration lies. I'm pretty sure this will either throw a check engine light or something's going to happen and we'll get this resolved. But that odor at a standstill really kills me, man. I feel like it kills somebody. If someone were to fall asleep in this truck and that odor were to kick in, it would be end of I think that would be end of somebody. As long as if the windows are rolled up, that's it. Anyway, so like I said, this video is primarily for my regulars. I still like the power. I like the quickness of this truck, you know. It ain't a tractor. Like the Cummins with an Ison is a good old tractor, you know. It's just slow and steady kind of scenario. This thing, it's more agile. It's quicker. It's definitely softer. It doesn't bang you up like the Ram would. You know, if we're comparing apples to apples, stock 17 Ram versus a 17 Duramax. I like the fuel economy of this thing. Top 3 things. The way it rides for a stock truck, nothing changed, right? Economy. Fuel economy is pretty respectful. You know, driving around empty, it's pretty impressive. And what's the third one? Fuel economy, the way it rides, and there's a third. Oh, how quick it is. It goes easy. I like that. Right now, I'm going to take it to my buddy's shop. He's really good at alignments. I'm going to ask him to look into it. Maybe he can find the leak. Can I say I've spent a bunch of hours looking into it myself? Personally, no. I'm too busy. But, oh, dang, here we go. Here's the smell again. And I didn't even come to a standstill. I kind of slowed down on the roundabout. I think it's up to temp, so we're going to do this together. Let it clean up, hit the highway a little bit longer. Hey, you might see it on video. Disappeared. Yeah, my guys have spent hours chasing this and that. And I mean, they've changed pretty much all the gaskets. In one of my recent videos, like the last video with this truck being involved, that's what I was trying to relay to you guys. Like, anything you need to do on this truck, this is from a standpoint of labor and hours. That's what this thing's going to get you on really bad. This was a company rig. Some excavation company had it. I think the owner drove it because it's in pretty darn good condition for having 114,000 miles on it. From just coziness. This truck's pretty cozy, but it's not a truck. It's more of like an SUV feel to it, which is good and bad. Depends what you're into. If you want the roomy interiors and you know, proper, I don't know, like the Ford and the Rams have, here, let me fix the camera. The Ford and the Rams have a lot better positioning in the cab and how you feel. Like you feel like you're in a truck. This thing's more of a SUV. You teach their own, right? That's why they've done, all of them done well. Ram, Ford, and Chevy, you know, Jim. They have their weaks and strengths, and they kind of, one completes the other. Anyways, so I haven't given up on this Duramax, but let me tell you, I'm running out of steam. And what I mean by that is I'm running out of patience for this thing as far as, hey, this is working or that's not working. I just kind of gets annoying. You know, you fix one thing and then goes another, and then you fix another, there goes another. And it's super annoying. But to make a long story short, I'm always chasing something. I think that's where the issue lies. I think that's where everything really ties down to this thing. And to be fair, you know, I bought this thing off an auction. This thing had a rear end damage. Someone sideswiped it. You know, I swapped the axle on it, bed. A couple little details. No real big issue there, right? So to be fair with it, but the point I'm making, you know, it wasn't up front. None of the actual emission systems was hurt. You know, was not hurt. It was only a tailpipe. We welded on another tailpipe we had laying around off of Duramax, and that's it. So from the time I got it going, you know, it was running well for a short amount of time, and then the smell got worse and worse. We hooked up, give or take, 13,000 pound camper, and it blew out a gasket. You know, we fixed that gasket, and we found another gasket, fixed it. It was all behind the turbo there, part of the DPF. Under the hood, we changed all the EGR gaskets, you know, because if you're gonna, behind the turbo, the candler, catalyst, whatever you want to call it, to get to it, you got to drop it. It's just very labor intensive. Call me fanboy all you want on a Ram, but man, it's definitely getting annoying. And what I was trying to say, I was being fair, you know. I'm the kind of guy to do 3 tests, 3 averages before I conclude on something, and that's why I was kind of reserved on talking ill or too good or too bad about this truck, because it's the only truck I got, and I don't even drive this thing every day. You know, I'll kind of go on a streak for a few days, and then I'll park it, let the guys work on something, and I'll jump in again and then try to do that. Then it's something else. So it's, as I said, to be fair with it, I thought I addressed everything, and then shortly after, I've been chasing the smell. Manifolds seem good, you know, as far as no soot there. The gaskets on the manifolds are good. Guys, if you know of known hidden issues with these things, please let me know in the comment section. I'd be really great. I'd really appreciate it. You know, I try to be transparent, honest with you, and help you guys as much as you can. So if you can, in the comment section, let me know what else you guys watching this that know these L5ps well. Let me know. Other than that, guys, you know, I'm sharing my struggles and being transparent with you. I don't want to say it's a pile of junk. I'm sick and tired of Jim, but it's getting annoying, you know. Just leave it at that. As always, may the Lord bless you. May y'all might have a mighty fine day. You know, let me know what else you want to know. And no, I can't show you the gas mileage or the odometer because the darn message won't let me do anything until it cleans itself. We're not going too far. Anyways, God bless you. Bye.